Welcome to Coffee with Coach. What have we learned about preaching during the pandemic? What has changed permanently about being the church? What things will revert back to the way they used to be? And how does this change the media and the message you create every week? We'll look at that and a few other things on this week's Coffee with Coach. I'm Steve Petty, and I have 3 goals for these videos to help you become a better pastor and leader, to save you time and money, and to help educate, motivate, and energize you to motivate and energize your church. If you find these videos helpful, I hope you will subscribe to my channel, and if you have questions or comments, you can add them below or email me at steve@revstevep.com. Today, I want to talk about preaching online in a post-pandemic world. Many churches feel like the pandemic changed a whole lot of things, but really, all of the trends that took place during the pandemic were already there. The pandemic actually only accelerated these trends. Churches that were out in front were already doing live online worship, having internet meetings, had small groups online, did electronic giving, and had invested in equipment for sound, video, and lighting. These trends are already there. Most churches, however, were reluctant to embrace them. The pandemic rewarded those churches that were already moving in that direction, and it punished churches that could not pivot fast enough. So, extrapolating from that knowledge, what might happen in the near future? Trend number 1. Online worship is here to stay. Churches that embraced it and use it wisely will have a better chance to thrive. Churches that do not embrace it will lose that opportunity. Trend number 2. In-house worship attendance will continue on whatever trend existed prior to the pandemic for your church. So, when you say get back to normal, you will also likely resume whatever normal path you were on. Declining churches will continue to decline. Growing churches may continue to grow. Trend number 3. Quality will be a primary driver of member participation and visitor assimilation. Worship quality has always been far more important than style. If the pandemic has reduced your quality, work to improve that first. Quality is key both in-house and online. The quality must meet or exceed the standards of expectation within your community. Trend 4. Polarization is poison. This is now accelerating. Churches that understand this will grow. Churches that miss this will decline more rapidly than before. Nationally, people are tired of self-righteous extremism from both sides. The fastest growing religious group in America are the nones, not the black and white penguin type. When asked for religious affiliation, this group replies, none. And it may soon become a majority. The fastest declining religious faction in America are the Bible Belt evangelists. Everybody thought those were impervious. Why? Well, people are beginning to realize that they don't like Jesus on a political platform. They want a Jesus who loves, forgives, brings peace, harmony, and community. People don't want to hate their neighbor. They want to live in peace and harmony with their neighbor. Trend number 5. Online worship is becoming a new thing. Different than just a live substitute. It is becoming a new communication channel for the church. And this is the trend I want to discuss today. So, a bit of historical background. Whenever there has been a change in information, the church has embraced those changes. This has also changed the church. The printing press put Bibles in people's hands, so Luther put it in their own language. When newspapers became the main mode of information, the church began publishing sermons, tracts, and even Christian newspapers and magazines. Radio brought new radio preachers who built new megachurches with their popularity, from Billy Sunday to Amy Semple McPherson to Herbert W. Armstrong and Oral Roberts. ushering in the age of single-generation empire churches built on one personality. Television did the same, only bigger and bolder. We had Robert Schuller and Jimmy and Tammy and countless others even today. And it wasn't just the megachurches that embraced television. Many churches invested in expensive broadcasting quality cameras to record, edit, and rebroadcast Sunday worship. But all of these telecasts were of a traditional in-house worship event. The explosion of online worship during the pandemic has shifted us away from online worship. Different pastors and churches have embraced differing styles of presenting the good news of Jesus Christ to the world via the internet. What is clear is that the most creative and concise messages have emerged as the most effective, and attempts to duplicate sanctuary worship online have been the least effective. What is not clear is where this is going. But let me take a stab at predicting the future and make a few suggestions. I've become a student of online format since I started my YouTube channel. There seems to be a sweet spot for attention spans on YouTube, and it is clearly 20 minutes or less. There is also a clear format that works. Number 1, a hook. This is what I'm covering. Come along. Number 2, a pitch. Please like and subscribe. Number 3, an intro, a bit more in depth about where we're going. Number 4, your message, the video presentation. Number 5, a last pitch to subscribe or give. And number 6, a preview about next time. Do that in 20 minutes or less, and people may choose to watch you. Keep in mind, the internet is not live worship. Watching on the internet, you can control what you watch and can decide instantly. Unlike walking into live worship, where you've already made a commitment, you've parked your car, you've walked in, you're going to be there. If everything that goes on doesn't catch your attention, you're still going to be there. You're probably going to stay through the whole thing. But if you're on the internet and you don't like the intro, click watch cat videos. If you don't like the music, click watch dog videos. If you don't like the video quality or you don't like the message, click there are squirrel videos. Have you seen the squirrel videos? Don't like the speaker's hair, dress, shirt, voice, sound quality, click, click, click. You get the idea. So I predict that in the future, the best online presentations will do these things exceptionally well. A. Churches will prepare an essential worship event. This will not be more than 20 minutes, and it will be available online on Friday afternoon. The hook will be compelling and relate to a personal, relational, or spiritual need that people have. The music will be short and transitional. The message will be an executive summary of the in-house sermon to be delivered on Sunday morning. Yet, it will be delivered as if it was the main message, even though it is a concise summary. These are the most important parts you should understand. 4, there will be an invitation to give, but there will also be an invitation to subscribe and to participate in something live at the church. Second, the best churches will also broadcast their worship live on Sunday mornings. They will use multiple camera angles, excellent mixing, quality microphones, and powerful lighting. The broadcast worship will not exceed 55 minutes. It will be so well shot that it can be instantly archived and made available online after worship. The message will not be polarizing, political, or judgmental. It will be designed to bridge gaps, bring people together, encourage tolerance, forgiveness, and offer real-world tools people can use on Monday morning. 5, the scripture will focus more on Jesus and less on Paul or the Old Testament or Proverbs. What did Jesus actually say? And what is the message for us today? Music will be relevant, integrated, well done, well mic'd, and appropriate. Coming out of the pandemic, and hopefully we are, the message the church needs to speak to these times, it needs to speak with the tools of these times. At least, that's what I think. What do you think? Please comment below or send me an email at steve at revstevep.com. And if you'd like to subscribe, I would love to have you subscribe, and I'll bring you a new thought for leading the church every Monday morning. Next week, we're going to talk about leading from the front. You thought you were leading from the front? Maybe, maybe not. Find out next week on Coffee with Coach.